Park, Sunday, July 7th.
In that, Tony Towstego is on the left side of your screen, and Tony's a trustee with the Track and Trail Motorcycle Club here in Saskatoon. Tony, good to have you in the program.
Thank you.
And we also welcome the number 9 racer in Canada, Brent Shury. Brent, good to meet you.
Hi.
Now, you're based, I guess you live actually in North Battleford.
Yes, I do.
And you've also raced with the Track and Trail, or at least belong to the club too, do you?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right, Tony, let's go back a wee bit and have you define motocross racing for me and talk a wee bit about the club. Has it been around for a while?
Yeah, we started the club up in '75, the Track and Trail Motorcycle Club. And we hold events every year, probably 2 or 3 races.
Mm-hmm.
It's on a closed circuit track. And it's a close-knit club. A lot of the riders have been around for a long time. And we have races every Wednesday night during the season, which lasts from March into September. And then we kind of have a finale at the end of the year, and we go on to a 2-hour motocross race.
Now, define motocross, can you? Where does that word come from?
Well, it started in Europe years ago, about 1960. They started taking some of the street bikes and taking the lights off and laying the shocks down, making them so they can ride the bikes on over the rough terrain. And then they closed the circuit, so it was one track. Mm-hmm. And through the years, it's worked its way into North America, and it's become a very big sport in the United States. They race supercross in indoor stadium races. And they're getting crowds up to 70,000 people. But its influence is from Europe.
Yeah.
That's where it originally started from.
Brent, how long have you been racing? When did you get involved in this?
I started racing in 1977, riding schoolboy 80cc motorcycles, and I've been at it ever since.
Now, you've done well. You're an awfully young man, and you were rated as number 9 as a motocross racer in Canada?
Yeah, that's right.
Now, when did you get that rating? Just in the last year?
1984 season.
Mm-hmm. So,
following the national circuit across Canada.
Now, are you a pro? Can I call you that?
Yeah.
Semi-pro?
That's what I do for a living, so I guess it's my profession.
Yeah. Now, you raced for Honda?
Yes, Honda Canada.
Okay, when did you get involved with Honda Canada?
It started in 1981 when I started using their motorcycles, and they've sponsored me since 1982. And every year, better sponsorship has resulted.
Mm-hmm. What are you riding now? You mentioned the 80cc. That's the starting power? What are you racing now?
Yeah, that was schoolboy. Since 1979, I've been riding 125cc, 250cc, and 500cc machines.
Now, these bikes are all supplied then by Honda?
Yes, they are.
And you have a team. You've got a Shur Shot team on your hat there.
Yeah, that's just following. We've tried to get going.
Are you Shur Shot?
Yeah, it's a nickname I've been dubbed over the years.
Yeah. How long is the season for a motocross racer?
For a Saskatchewan rider or Alberta, usually starts in mid-April, and you have races right through till middle of September or very early August for actual races, and you ride until the snow falls on the ground. And
now, you say you followed the national circuit, so you race in and around here, and then you hit the other provinces?
Yeah. Each year the nationals start late June and run through end of August, just about every weekend, starting in Quebec and working over to Vancouver, across Canada, either west or east, depending on what year.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll get back into more detail with you in a bit here, Brent, but Tony, you have shot some action for us, and we're going to look at our very first clip right now. Tell me just where you shot this, and what is it that we'll see?
Well, this was the Miller Motocross we had last year, 1984, at the exhibition. It was the first grandstand show during the week.
And you're going to be doing this, I think, this year, too, on Monday night?
Yeah, Monday night, same thing, same format. The riders start practice in the afternoon. They go on to a qualifying race. This is all set in the grandstand. There's a track right in the grandstand. You just go sit down.
So this is one of our highlights this exhibition week, then?
It's the highlights. That's one of them. And it's very exciting. As a spectator, you walk under there just...
Yeah. Now, is it Brent that we're going to see riding?
Brent will be riding on Monday night, yeah. And there'll be quite a few riders coming from across Canada, actually. Team Suzuki and Yamaha riders will be there. I'm pretty sure Ross Patterson should be on hand. He's, well, the national champion in Canada right now. So, be a good night.
All right, let's go to that clip and we'll have a look at what we mean by motocross racing.
It's the Miller Motocross, an event held each year in Saskatoon during Exhibition Week. With beautiful sunny skies and hot weather, the conditions couldn't be better for the motocross enthusiast. Brent Shur Shot Shury begins his day in preparation for brutally tough racing. His competition consists of top riders from all over Western Canada. Riders like Ross Rollerball Peterson, #1 plate in Canada, Zoli Barini Jr., Darren Chiruga, and many other top expert riders. The stage is set for some action-packed racing. For number 71, Brent Shury, riding Hondas, today's race is crucial. He must be competitive, as Brent expects to do well in the Canadian National Championships. Just how does Shury prepare himself?
I prepare myself mainly by concentrating on my start and thinking farther down the track rather than at the immediate obstacle. I plan ahead and try to not worry about anything, that the finish isn't that far off. I decided to race motocross because it's an individual sport, it's fast, and I enjoy it. Traveling to the races and nationals does get hectic, but you plan your traveling time around the races so you don't run into too much hectic trouble. I receive some support in my racing endeavors, mainly from Honda Canada with the bikes and other supplies, and my parts and everyday supplies come from Hunter Sport Shop.
Qualifier, number 71, Shury gets the whole shot. Number 89, Chiruga squeezes tight to the first corner and takes the lead from Shury. Rides hard, pushing Chiruga, but is unable to get by him.
Now, this is action that actually took place a year ago, Tony.
Yeah.
Now, Brent, you're flying fairly high when you come over some of those mounds. How fast do you get on a race like that?
Oh, on this particular track, top speed was probably around 35, 40 miles an hour. But on outdoor motocross, this is supercross, on outdoor track you can get up to 50 or 60 miles an hour because it's more natural terrain and more wide open track.
Now, how is this race run now? Are you going by laps, or is it all a timed event? You know, you have to...
This is one of the qualifiers, and it was a set lap, so many lap qualifier. I think it was a 8-lap qualifier. And the outdoor events go by 20 or 30-minute moto, and they're done on a time.
Now, the equipment that we saw you dressing in just a little while ago, you're kind of a knight in armor there just about, aren't you?
Yeah, you don't really need that much protection, but to be totally safe in the chance that you would fall down, I'm well protected. I haven't been injured, and I base that on the good equipment that I wear. A good fiberglass helmet, and approved helmet, that is, along with shoulder pads, so if you fall, you won't hurt a shoulder or break a collarbone, which is
That's a common injury?
That's the most common injury, and basically the most serious in the sport. There are more serious injuries, but collarbone is usually the most common.
Yeah. Have you had many spills?
Yeah, everyone falls. There's an old saying: if you don't fall when you're practicing, you're not going fast enough. So you should do it when you're, most of your falls should occur when you practice, and in the race you concentrate on the race and base it that way.
Okay, we'll just take a commercial break here, fellas, then we'll come back and continue talking about and looking at motocross racing. So stay with us. We're back right after this.